news team to bring you the latest Today 95.1 FM. Whether it's happening in Port Harcourt, South, Nigeria, or around the world, we've got you covered on air, online, delivering balanced news and unbiased analysis. Today 95.1 FM.
Hello and good evening. This is the news update at 6 on Today 95.1 FM. I am Dave Robert. The Director General of the National Agency for Food and Drug Administration and Control, Professor Mojisola Adeyeye, says over 70% of food exports from Nigeria are rejected abroad. Professor Adeyeye said this at the official commissioning of the new NAFDAC office complex at the Murtala Mohammed International Airport Natural Shed in Lagos. In a statement by the resident media consultant to NAFDAC, Sayo Akintola Adeyeye, he said that the incident of rejection of food exports from Nigeria into European countries and the United States of America may soon become a thing of the past if collaboration between the agencies and other government agencies at the port is strengthened. Adeyeye said the deplorable state of export trade facilitation for regulated products leaving the country has continued to be a serious cause for concern in the agency. Operators of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency have intercepted a large consignment of methamphetamine concealed in powdered custard containers as part of consolidated cargo going to London, United Kingdom at the Sasho Export Shed of the Murtala Mohammed International Airport in Ikeja, Lagos. According to the statement by the NDLEA, the illicit drug consignment weighing 30.10 kilograms with a street value of 567 million naira. The NDLEA said the illicit drug was detected and seized by operatives at the airport on Tuesday, 16th May. This was swiftly followed up by a series of follow-up operations that led to the arrest of a freight agent, Mobodo Chidiberi, a female suspect, Chioma Akuta, and ultimately the drug lord behind the shipment, Charles Eze, who was arrested at Sotel Suit, Amowo Otofin, Lagos on Thursday, 18th of May. Eze claims he is a businessman and deals in articles in Onitsha, Anambra State, but investigations reveal that he lives with his wife and children in London up until 10th December 2022 when he fled to Nigeria after his involvement in a drug-related offence in the UK. The federal government has removed the managing director of the Federal Airport Authority of Nigeria, Captain Rabiu Yadudu. The federal government subsequently approved the appointment of the current manager, Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport Abuja, Kabir Mohammed, as the new FAN managing director. Mohammed is expected to assume duty next week. Mohammed, before his appointment as the new FAN boss, was also the regional General Manager, North Central. He was appointed as the chairman of the Aviation Roadmap Implementation Committee in January 2022 by the Minister of Aviation, Hadi Sirika. Details of why Yadudu was removed is still sketchy and unclear. The Federal High Court in Abuja has issued an order asking President Muhammadu Buhari and his administration to explain how a $460 million Chinese loan was used to fund the failed Abuja closed-circuit television project. According to the court's judgment, the administration must publish the total amount of money paid to the Chinese and local companies and contractors, precise details of the identities of the companies and contractors, and the status of the implementation of the project. The presiding judge, Justice Emeka Nwite, issued the directive in his ruling in the Socio-Economic Rights and Accountability Project's Freedom of Information lawsuit. The suit followed the disclosure in 2019 by the Minister of Finance, Zainab Ahmed, that Nigeria was servicing the loan, adding that she had no explanations of the status of the project. In his judgment, Justice Nwite agreed with Serap that there is a reasonable cause of action against the government. The judge also said accounting for the spending of $460 million Chinese loan is in the public's interest, noting that it will be contrary for the court to refuse Serap's application for judicial review of the government's action. A Northern coalition of civil society organizations has called on the chairman and Economic and Financial Crimes Commission boss Abdul Rashid Bawa to resign or be fired over alleged corrupt allegations. The chairman of the coalition of Arewa civil society organizations, Adamu Musa, in a statement noted that Bawa's resignation at this point in time is sacrosanct in order to save Nigeria's reputation. The statement added that Bawa operates like an emperor, using his office to intimidate, harass and force people to do his bidding, including the banks, other government agencies and innocent Nigerians, with the backing of his godfather, the Attorney General. Meanwhile, the All Progressives Congress Kogi chapter has suspended the executive officers of all wards in Agalemela, Odulu local government area of the state for alleged anti-party activities. In a statement in Lokoja, the APC State Secretary Joshua Onoja accused the suspended officials of alleged financial inducement aimed at weakening the party in the state. Onoja said the dissolution was at the instance of a report received by the state's chapter of the party for an alleged gross violation of the party's guidelines by the executive, who are supposed to be the custodians of the APC constitution. According to him, a caretaker committee will be constituted immediately to pilot the affairs of the party in the affected council, pending a full report of the investigative committee. Meanwhile, the National Association of Resident Doctors and the federal government have reached an agreement over the 5-day warning strike embarked upon by the association. NAD had on May 17th commenced a 5-day warning strike to press home its demands after a 14-day ultimatum to the government. The doctors are demanding an immediate increment in the consolidated medical salary structure to the tune of 200% of their current gross salaries. The doctors met with the Senate and House of Representatives Committees on Health and the Minister of Labour and Employment, Chris Ngige, over the weekend to deliberate on their demands. This was disclosed in a statement today by the spokesman of the Ministry of Labour and Employment, Olajide Oshudun, who said a memorandum of understanding was signed at the end of a consolidated meeting convened by Ngige in his office. Students of the Rivers State College of Health Science and Management Technology have lamented over the lack of infrastructure and social amenities in the college. The president of Students' Union Government, Chibuike John Paul, disclosed this during a cultural day celebration of the students this week, where he called on the government to ensure steady electricity, which he said forms part of the security, especially at night. Speaking on the Cultural Day celebration, John Paul described culture as a unifying factor among students who came from different ethnic parts of the country. In his address, the provost of Rivers State College of Health Science, Professor Franklin Nlerum, who spoke alongside the Dean of Student Affairs, Mbato Cyprian, expressed optimism that the government will do more to improve the growth of the college and stressed the need for accreditation of more courses, which they said will help to attract more students. Today, FM's Uchendu Ejowo reports that different ethnic nationalities across the country, from the students' angle, presented their culture and food. And that was the news update at 6 on Today 95.1 FM. Good evening. I am Dave Robert. Do stay tuned. More interesting programs coming your way.
Today's news, today's entertainment, today's sports, today's issues. Today on Today 95.1 FM, Port Harcourt.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please?
This president's failed.
It's about the future of this country.
We're going to take it back. We're taking it back.
You asked us to vote you into that position so you can bring about that
Solution.
So when you vote me, then you sleep.
Let me see if I can take another phone call. Hello, Today 95.1 FM. Good morning.
What makes a policeman to be able to feed is the gun he is holding. They use their gun to extort money from people.
Good morning. What's your name and where are you calling from?
No longer news that we are truly the voice of the people.
Am I not a slave in Nigeria?
I repeat, if you are,
Yes, let's not get to that now. But in Nigeria, that's Rob is philosophical.
You spot the difference now?
Some people will carry human head in their boots and they will not charge them because they are collecting bribe.
When they go collect salary, then go say government need to pay them way.
All these taxi drivers safe. They don't even get papers. Even driver's license safe, they don't get.
Then you back there. Hold on there.
Their cars are in bad shape. Very, very bad shape. They have no ethics of driving. That is why they will continue to bribe so that they can have their way.
I will shoot you down. I will shoot you. Headlights, you no get. Side mirror, you no get. Motorway to where to carry animal. Now you take put for road to carry human being. You don't even wind the motor when rain they fall. You don't get conscience at all. Take, you be number 15. You be number 5. More than enough them a number.
Let's allow them do their job.
Do not obstruct justice by giving or taking bribe. Avail yourself a check. Even you, Oga driver, stop reckless driving and always update your papers. This information
is brought to you by Today95.1 FM.
Voice of the people.
Officer, give me change. Now 1,000 I give you.
When the weather becomes strict and everything becomes unsteady, the only way to go is tune to Today 95.1 FM, and the world of information, entertainment, and education will be served as breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Welcome to the show. You're listening to today's Quest. A newspaper review segment is what we've got.
Now, who says I can't bring the party to your house right now? Because, even if it's raining, I still bring the heat right here.
I am here for you, and I know you are here for me.
It is surely the best 15 minutes of football you can find anywhere on radio.
Back here in the Garden City of Port Harcourt. Today, 95.1 FM. Nothing but the best. Nothing but the best.
.1 FM, Voice of the People.
And we're back.
Did you know that there are over 8 million listeners connected to our frequency, covering 6 states across 2 geopolitical zones? Take advantage of our reach and advertise your products, services, events, and businesses on Today 95.1 FM. Get value for your money as millions of people get to know about your business. Give us a call now on 0818-389-2850. Again, 0818-389-2850.
95.1 FM, Voice of the People.
And we're back.
95.1 FM, Voice of the People.
And we're back.
Welcome to Exotic Places on Today 95.1 FM. On this show, we get to take you to exotic, beautiful places right here in Africa. You get to learn more about places just in case you would like to travel or you're planning a vacation. You can, pick one of these places. My name is Chiwedu Onye.
My name is Gloria Kati.
And today, let us take you to Tanzania, officially the United Republic of Tanzania. It's a country in East Africa, bordered by Kenya and Uganda to the north, Rwanda, Burundi, and the Democratic Republic of the Congo to the west, and Zambia, Malawi, and Mozambique to the south. To the east, it borders the Indian Ocean. Tanzania is a result of the unification of Tanganyika, the mainland, and the Zanzibar Islands. Tanganyika and Zanzibar united on 26 April 1964, forming the United Republic of Tanzania. Tanganyika became independent from the British on December 1961, and Zanzibar became free through a revolution on 12th January 1964. And just so you know, some of the oldest human settlements have been unearthed in Tanzania. The oldest human fossil were found in and around Olduvai Gorge, Udupa in northern Tanzania, an area referred to as the cradle of mankind. It is believed to be the birthplace of humanity. Fossils found in this area include Paranthropus bones thought to be over 2 million years old, and the oldest known footprints of the immediate ancestors of humans, the Letoli footprint, estimated to be about 3.6 million years old. So, about 10,000 years ago, Tanzania was populated by hunter-gatherer communities who spoke Khoisan. They were joined by Cushitic-speaking people who came from the north about 5,000 years ago. The Cohesion peoples were slowly absorbed. The Cushitic people introduced basic techniques of agriculture, food production, and later cattle farming. And about 2,000 years ago, Bantu-speaking people began to arrive from Western Africa. In a series of migrations, they further developed iron-working skills, introduced different ideas of social and political organization. Later, the Nilotic pastoralists arrived. In the early first millennium CE, trade with Arabia and Persia made the East African coast economically strong, and as a result, Islam was introduced. And due to the Arab-centric doctrine of Islam, some Arabic influences entered the language, resulting in the emergence of Kiswahili language. The Kiswahili language continued to grow as a result of thriving trade with Arabs, Persians, and Indians. Today's Kiswahili language is colored with influence from Arabic, Indian, and European languages, but a majority of it remains Bantu. Now, the Swahili influence was felt east to the island of Comoros and Madagascar, as well as west into Central Africa, the Great Lakes Kingdom, and Malawi, all along the coast, as well as on the islands of the Zanzibar and Kilwa. Many trading cities thrived. Between the 13th and 15th centuries, in a period known as the Shirazi era, these cities flourished with trade in ivory, gold, and other goods, extending as far away as India and China. In the early 1300s, Batuta, an international Berber traveler from North Africa, visited Kilwa and proclaimed it one of the best cities in the world. Kilwa was one of the early trading towns in the world to use money. In 1498, Vasco da Gama became the first European to reach the East African coast, and by 1525, the Portuguese had subdued the entire coast. Portuguese control lasted until the early 18th century, when Arabs from Oman established a foothold in the region. During this time, Zanzibar became the center for the Arab slave trade. Now, due to the Arab and Persian domination at this later time, many Europeans misconstrued the nature of Swahili civilization as a product of Arab colonization. However, this misunderstanding has begun to dissipate over the past 40 years, as Swahili civilization is becoming recognized as principally African in origin. The port of Zanzibar was visited by Dutch, English, and French ships. The British East India Company had a representative in Zanzibar who acted as an advisor to the Sultan. In 1873, a British fleet forced Sultan Bargash to declare the end of the slave trade. Although reduced, illegal slave trade continued. Tanganyika was colonized first by Germans, then the British. It served as a military outpost during World War II and provided financial help as well as munitions. Mwalimu Julius K. Nyerere became Prime Minister of British-administered Tanganyika in 1960 and continued as Prime Minister when Tanganyika became independent in 1961. He went on to become the first president after the unification of Tanganyika and Zanzibar on April 26, 1964. Mwalimu J.K. Nyerere introduced the African Socialism or Ujamaa, which emphasized justice and equality.
Okay, so let's talk about some exotic places in Tanzania. Oh my gosh, places where you can really visit and have a wonderful time. In recent years, it has become a massively popular destination for travelers, owing to its exotic wildlife and landscape, as well as its rich culture. Alright, so first off, let's look at Zanzibar Island. Now, Zanzibar Island is also known as Unguja, and it's one of the most picturesque locations in all of Africa, if not even the world. It is located 35 kilometers from the coast of Africa. The white Zanzibar beaches are a must-see while you are there. You don't want to miss. They are close to the city of Dar es Salaam, so travel to Zanzibar and back is pretty easy, you know. With their beautiful white sand, crystal clear water, and swaying palm trees, they're on many bucket lists. And the leisure activities you can do there include diving or snorkeling with Nongwi at the northeast tip of the island, seen as an ideal place to start. And the leisure activities you can do there include diving or snorkeling with Nongwi at the northeast tip of the island, seen as an ideal place to start, you know. And then we have the Mount Kilimanjaro. Oh my God. This is one of the most famous attractions in Tanzania. I tell you, it is the highest peak on the continent and fourth on the list of the 7 summits, the highest peaks from each continent. The view of the mountain is visible from Mount Kilimanjaro National Park, where many stand in awe of the breathtaking views, and some even climb to the summit. Animals such as buffaloes, leopards, and elephants can be found in the surrounding areas. We have the safari in the Serengeti National Park. The Serengeti National Park is another wonderful African location in Tanzania. You can't imagine that right now. Every year, more than 100 people visit the Serengeti. It would interest you to know that the Serengeti is inhabited by the Maasai and Swahili people. In fact, they've been living there for millions of years. Lions, leopards, rhinoceroses, buffaloes, and gazelles make up just a fraction of the vast wildlife the Serengeti has to offer. The park covers a huge 14,763 kilometer or 5,700 square miles of grassland plains, as well as savanna. The annual wild beast migration takes place here with over 1.5 million wild beasts seeking greener pastures. Another place you don't want to miss also is the Udzungwa Mountains National Park, one of the national parks in Tanzania, which is located in southeast Tanzania. It is an extremely large area, almost 200,000 square kilometer. And you know an amazing thing about this place? To get there, most tourists trek 5 hours. Who let you trek 5 hours to a place? 350 kilometer per 215 miles from Dar es Salaam. And it is also 65 kilometer, 40 miles southwest of Mikumi. It is a vast, lush area that's heavily populated with wildlife. Oh, I love wildlife. I love nature, basically. Inside the park's borders, you can find a variety of different landscapes, all home to hundreds of species. It boasts a huge network of forest trails, including the popular hike to Sanje Waterfall, which drops a massive 170 meters, 550 feet into the forest below. And the last location I want to talk about is the Sanane National Park. The Sanane Island has been recognized as a national park since July 2013. From picnicking to birdwatching, rock hiking to sport fishing, there is something there for everyone on this little gem. The fauna on this island is hugely varied. You can find animals such as velvet monkeys, zebras, wild cats, and rock hyraxes. The hiking trails around the island are also very impressive, with the rare rock formation standing out visually. Cool, right?
It's Christmas vibe.
You're still listening to Exotic Places on Today 95.1 FM. So far, on today's episode of Exotic Places, we've been talking to you, telling you about Tanzania. We have looked at the history of Tanzania and also looked at the places to visit when you go to Tanzania. And now, let's look at Tanzanians' rich history of music and entertainment. The 5 music genres in Tanzania, as defined by Basata, are Ngoma, Dansi, Kwaya, Tarab, with Bongo Flava being added in 2001. Singeli has been the unofficial music of Uswahilini since the mid-2000s and is the newest mainstream genre since 2020. Ngoma, originally in Bantu, means dance, drum, and events. It's a traditional dance music that has been the most widespread music in Tanzania. Dansi is urban jazz or band music, while Taarab is sung Kiswahili poetry, accompanied by a band, typically stringed, in which audience is often but not always encouraged to dance and clap. Kwaya is choir music, originally limited to church during colonization. Let me tell you about bongo flavor. Bongo flavor is Tanzanian pop music originating in the early 2000s from muziki wa kizazi kipya, meaning music of the new generation. Bongo flavor has now gained popularity and earns artists millions of shillings compared to their past counterparts. Before the country's independence, band music and orchestras dominated the entertainment industry when compared with other forms of entertainment like taarab, discos, cultural dances, and cinemas. History shows that dance music began in the 1930s in the Dar es Salaam, where most bands hail from. And it is still popular in Tanzania, although the youth are more likely to listen to bongo flavor or other forms of pop music. Bands like Nuta, by then Western Jazz, Milani Park, later known as DDC Mlimani Park, the Dar es Salaam International, Kilwa Jazz, International Orchestra Safari Sound, Marquis des Zois, later Marquis Original, and Makasi Band were well known by people of different age groups. The other notable bands were Super Matimila and Vijana Jazz, Morogoro Jazz, Cuban Malimba, Tubora Jazz, Kumuli Muli, and many others. And apart from the entertaining, the bands through their songs were educative and promoted modern agriculture, health and other things in the society. After Tanzania gained independence in 1961, a sponsorship system was introduced by the late Julius Nyerere's government, where bands would be financially supported by government departments or other national institutions. One of the major bands of the era was the Nuta Jazz Band, currently known as Musondo Ngoma. At the same time, the bands gradually came to be managed like companies that owned instruments and musicians who were regarded as employees who received salaries. Nuta Jazz Band was one of the first bands to adopt this model. Band music dominated market, while taarab followed suit. There are famous taarab groups like Cultural Music Band, founded in 1958. With the most famous song like Wahoe, there were also a famous taarab group like the Egyptians and famous musicians like Siti Binti Saad, B. Kidude, to name but a few. Basically, entertainment revelers had to choose either band music or taarab for the recreation. Despite the fact that there were also discos that were normally regarded for youth, the entertainment industry continued to grow, whereby many government and private institutions formed their own bands to create more employment. Interesting. Musicians like Mbaraka Msheshe, Marijani Rajab, Omari Kungu Baya, and others built the foundation of dance music in the country. In the 1980s, there was a famous band, the Kilimanjaro, alias Wana Njenje, which made a tremendous job to promote the country's music abroad. In the 1990s, there was the existence of young musicians who participated in various music concerts in Dar es Salaam. A group like Four Crews Flavor was famous by then. There were other groups like the Kwanzaa unit that had famous musicians including Fresh G, The Young Mob, Untouchable. The musicians contested in the famous music concert known as Yo Rap Bonanza, which was normally for hip-hop musicians. Since then, music gained popularity and made many young artists to be involved. Some groups were formed after the Yo Rap concert, including Wesu Wagumu Asilia, WWA, and Hard Blasters, whose famous musician Professor J was one of their members. It is a fact that bongo flavor musicians countered criticism from music lovers and were branded hooligans because of their dressing. There were bongo flavor artists who failed to achieve their goals and skipped, while others stood firm to develop their career and later started to beat band music. Musician Judith Wambura also gained popularity with her Machozi band after recruiting famous band musicians like Jonico Flowers and others. Many music lovers may still remember bongo flavor artist Nice Lucas Nkenda, alias Mr. Nice, who played a big role in promoting the bongo flavor music in the country and abroad. Let me play you a song from Mr. Nice, who was Tanzanian's icon during his prime time.
Mina kwenda safari ya mbali, sijui kama nitarudi salama, baby. Mina kwenda safari ya mbali, sijui kama nitarudi salama, sheri. Wale watoto wetu, ulinde na ndoa yetu, Mungu akipenda tutaonana, sheri. Vikwazo na matamanio yetu tuyachunge, yasije kutuharibia maisha. Kelele za majirani wetu zichunge, wasije kukukatisha tamaa. Unapolala na njaa, nami nalala njaa, siri yetu tuichunge, baby. Itajenga tabia njema, uvumilivu wangu ndio no. Hata nisikie ya walimwengu, mimi sitayafuata hayo. Itajenga tabia njema, uvumilivu wangu ndio hata nisikie ya walimwengu, mimi sitayafuata hayo. Vumiliane, mpende mwenzio kama unavyojipenda wewe, nami nakupenda wewe zaidi ninavyojipenda mimi. Mpende mwenzio kama unavyojipenda wewe, nami nakupenda wewe zaidi ninavyojipenda mimi. Na waza nilikuwa na wewe hapa na walisema mengi, sasa nakwenda kutafuta kibarua, sijui watasema nini. Tunaishi maisha mazuri kwa sababu wewe unaniombea, na wewe utaishi maisha mazuri kwa sababu ninakuombea. Ninatafuta pesa kwa sababu ili na ndugu zetu pia tuweze saidia. Ninatafuta pesa kwa sababu na ndugu zetu pia tuweze kuwasaidia. Nazidi kutafuta pesa na hata wale wanachukia wazidi kuumia. Mama na baba yangu, ujue wanakupenda wewe. Wajomba zangu, wanakupenda wewe. Si papa pia nakupenda wewe. Daniel producer, kacha. Mpende mwenzio kama unavyojipenda wewe, nami nakupenda wewe zaidi ninavyojipenda mimi. Mpende mwenzio kama unavyojipenda wewe, nami nakupenda wewe zaidi ninavyojipenda mimi. Itajenga tabia njema, uvumilivu wangu ndio no. Hata nisikie ya walimwengu, mimi sitayafuata hayo. Baby, sheri, tunafurahi mimi nawe, kwenye shida mimi nawe, raha zote mimi nawe, na matatizo mimi nawe, tupendane mimi nawe. Hey, yeah. Tuvumiliane. Mpende mwenzio kama unavyojipenda wewe, nami nakupenda wewe zaidi ninavyojipenda mimi.
Now let's go to foods and drinks of Tanzania. Food in Tanzania varies greatly depending on where you are in the country. That's just it. It's just as everywhere, like Nigeria. On the mainland and away from the coast, most restaurants serve Tanzanian dishes that usually consist of meat stews or grilled chicken, accompanied by staples including chips, green bananas, or ugali, known as maize meal porridge, eaten all over Africa. Dar es Salaam is a fairly cosmopolitan city with a good choice of local and international restaurants. Let's dive into them already. So, the specialties in Tanzania includes nyama choma, barbecued meat. We have ugali, the maize meal porridge, a staple usually served with stews or meat. We have mandazi, a fried dal ball that resembles a savory donut. There is something called kachumbari. Okay, how does that sound? Kachumbari. It's a spicy tomato relish served with meats. Wali, I saw this. The first time I saw this, the first thing that came to my mind was wali. Vana, this is wali wanazi. It's rice cooked with coconut milk. Imagine eating rice with coconut milk. Just like coconut rice, we call it coconut rice, right? And we have mchuzu wakamba. This is prawn curry with tomatoes. Matoke, plantains generally boiled and served with stews. Plantain and stew, that's just what we call it here, right? We have mishkaki, spicy barbecued beef kebabs. Okay, so that's some of their dishes, right? Now let's go to the popular ones. We have ugali. This dish involves white corn, cassava, and millet or sorghum flour that is mixed with water and salt and then boiled until it reaches a porridge-like consistency. Ugali is traditionally eaten with hands and is the most common dish in Tanzania. You don't have to worry about all the cutlery. Just use your hands and dish it in. I know, right? We have pilau. This dish is similar to rice pilaf and is usually eaten as a communal dish. It consists of spiced rice, meat, chicken, or fish, vegetables, and nuts. Cinnamon is sometimes added, making it a sweet dish, so that's pilau. We have chapati. This one is a warm flatbread similar to those found in the Middle East. It is made from flour, water, oil, salt, and onions, and is usually eaten with a stew or with ugali. Remember ugali. And we have vitumbwa. This is a fried sweet bread commonly served by street vendors. People tend to eat it as a snack between meals. Nyama is a dish that consists of minced beef, garlic, coconut lime, and tomatoes. And one of the popular dishes we also have is ndizi kanga. It's a popular dessert in Tanzania, made from fried bananas or plantains, flavored with brown sugar, lemon juice, nutmeg, and butter. Bananas and plantains are staples of the Tanzanian diet, just so you know. And of course, the duckling Dar es Salaam. This is a Tanzanian delicacy made from the duckling, cooked with tomatoes, red peppers, and onions. Would you like to try some of the Tanzanian dishes? I'm pretty sure you'd enjoy it. So that's it for the dishes. Let's go to their drinks. In Tanzania, tea is the most popular drink, and the locals prefer chai tea. Coffee is another favorite and is often sold by street vendors also. Local bars include Kibo Gold, Serengeti, Lagar, and Tosca. Wild Bait is a beer made from bananas, making beers from bananas. Along the coast and on the islands, the majority of the population are Muslim, and so while alcohol is sold in tourist hotels, it's not available in local restaurants. Fruit juices from pineapple, orange, tamarind, and sugarcane also help quench thirst in Tanzania. So now you have an idea what their drinks are like, right? And there is one specialty. You just say chai. Chai is a specialty. Chai. So you just go to a restaurant and your order is chai. Chai, like the chai, This is a Tanzanian tea, usually served sweet, milky, and very hot in a small glass. Chai. Sounds funny, right? Well, that's what it is. We have konyagi, a popular, cheap, and frightfully strong gin. Yeah. And drinking age in Dar es Salaam is 18 years. And maybe you just might want to know this. Tipping is not expected, but it is certainly appreciated when good service is given. You get it right?
95.1 FM, Voice of the People.
And we're back.
You also stay here. Don't worry. This government.
Never for that station, Jojo.
Don't worry, you.
We're passionate about it.
We love talking.
We are.
Your number one talk radio station, 95.1 FM. Live from the Garden City of Port Harcourt, Nigeria. This is Today 95.1 FM.
You're about to listen to
Get ready! It's the world of broadcasting as Today 95.1 FM brings you entertainment, information, education as they unfold every day.
Today 95.1 FM.
Do you know that I'm necessarily mentioned? When I talk about market, do you think I used to climb some tree alone in this video?
So, and you say you've not benefited anything from Nigeria.
What
was your favorite Nigerian movie growing up? 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
It took time. Conspiracy.
Today 95.1 FM. Don't touch that dial. Make sure you are tuned to your numero uno.
Tell me, where's your money now?
All the information you need to start your day. Your number one talk radio station, 95.1 FM.
Call us now on 0815-5951-951 or 0817-0000-951 and 0810-951-0951. Be our friends on Facebook on www.facebook.com/Today95.1 FM.
So I'm on Twitter now. Twitter.
And follow us on Twitter at TodayFM951.
Okay, ready? Are we rolling? All right, we're rolling.
Live from the Garden City of Port Harcourt, Nigeria. This is Today 95.1 FM Port Harcourt. Voice of the people.
Some people will carry human head in their boots and they will not charge them because they are collecting bribe.
When they go collect salary, then go say government need to pay them way.
All these taxi drivers safe. They don't even get papers. Even driver's license safe, they no get.
Back there. Hold on there.
Their cars are in bad shape. Very, very bad shape. They have no ethics of driving. That is why they will continue to bribe so that they can have their way.
I will shoot you down. I will shoot you. Headlight, you no get. Side mirror, you no get. Motorway to where they carry animal. Now you take put for road to carry human being. You don't even wind the motor when rain they fall. You no get conscience at all. Take, you be number 15. You be number 5. One and off down a number.
Let's allow them do their job.
Do not obstruct justice by giving or taking bribe. Avail yourself a check. Even you, Oga driver, stop reckless driving and always update your papers. This information
is brought to you by Today 95.1 FM.
Voice of the people.
Officer, give me.
When the weather becomes strict and everything becomes unsteady, the only way to go is tune to Today 95.1 FM. And the world of information, entertainment, and education will be served as breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Welcome to the show. You're listening to today's Quest. A newspaper review segment is what we've
Now
got.
it says I can't bring the party to your house right now. Because, even if it's raining, I still bring the heat right here.
I am here for you, and I know you are here for me.
It is surely the best 15 minutes of football you can find anywhere on radio.
Back
here in the Garden City of Port Harcourt. Today, 95.1 FM. Nothing but the best. Nothing but the best.
95.1 FM, voice of the people.
And we're back.
95.1 FM, voice of the people.
And we're back.
Live From the Garden City of Port Harcourt, Nigeria. This is Today 95.1 FM.
Okay, all right. All you need to know about this one is that
95.1 FM. Such a unique dial.
loving me. Thank you for wanting me. You are enough for me. You are consistent in all your ways. I love you, Jesus. I live for you, Jesus. You never fail.
Okay, alright. All you need to know about this one is that
95.1 FM. Such a unique style.
95.1 FM, voice of the people.
And we're back.
Did you know that there are over 8 million listeners connected to our frequency, covering 6 states across 2 geopolitical zones? Take advantage of our reach and advertise your products, services, events, and businesses on Today 95.1 FM. Get value for your money as millions of people get to know about your business. Give us a call now on 0818-389-2850. Again, 0818-389-2850.
Officer, take. Officer, give me number. No time. Ma dey match am. They go.
What? You driving the officer of the law? You will not arrest. Let me see your papers. You can go. They're in order. Drive safe, okay?
I don't understand though. No be the same country again. Officer reject bribe. They arrested me yesterday. That yesterday, I go do my papers. See as I pass now. I pass without fear. You too, make you do wetin dey right. For we country to better, it dey for we hand. If you like, do like say you know hear am. To give or to take bribe, na offense.
Una don't hear am, abi? You hear am too, abi? You hear am. You hear am well. They themselves, they hear am. Now the voice of the people. Let him bring this message given now. Today 95.1 FM. Now we be the voice of the people.
Is a situation where there is no war or violence in a society. Peace allows wealth to accumulate and the society to advance.
Through peace, generations of wealth, education, technology can build up, thereby making people very prosperous and happy.
Without peace, there will be violence, war, and underdevelopment in our society. The most disadvantageous peace is far better than the most just war. Let us embrace peace for a better society.
This message is brought to you by your premium talk radio, Today 95.1 FM.
It's what I pray for my all around the world. It's what I pray for my
Waiting they happen. Now for Today 95.1 FM, 5 p.m. Monday to Friday, now here you go here. Waiting they happen for Niger and Obodo the world. Now that time where we they bring you Ogbonga to them, where go shock you. You go wonder, say a person do like this. Now so we they bring them, can't give you acid the hot.
Where would they find way to sweep this one? They don't run. You don't have blood in the japa. You say this one, no worry.
When time reach, I'll say I want to take them. See where they go.
Homeland is homeland.
Me, I go put get for them. Now me go be get man at that time for airport. Wetin dey happen? Make you no miss Mazi Ike God, Ike Machuku, and MC Kuro for Wetin dey happen. You go enjoy yourself. No forget to say, woman dey chop our recharge card. Woto. I don't tell una say this place na education center. As you sit down here with us from Monday to Friday, you go enjoy Wetin dey happen. Wetin dey happen? Make you no miss am at all.
Okay, it's live on Today 95.1 FM. Where else can be better? Tuning on to Today 95.1 FM, and we will make your day. It's a triple experience on this frequency. Talk, news, and sports. Right here, every day on Today 95.1 FM. The voice of the people. Live from the Garden City of Port Harcourt, Nigeria. This is Today 95.1 FM.
Also saying don't worry. This government.
For that station, John.
Don't worry you.
We're passionate about it.
We love talking.
We are
Your number one talk radio station, 95.1 FM.
Okay, all right. All you need to know about this one is that
95.1 FM. Such a unique dial.
95.1 FM, voice of the people.
And we're back.
Cruise Control. Cruise Control, a program for young people creating a platform for them to connect, share ideas and experiences, promote each other, and showcase their uniqueness to the world. So much fun lies here. Catch the Cruise Control train every Sunday at 7 p.m. on Today 95.1 FM. Cruise Control.
Beautiful evening to you out there. Welcome you to today's edition of Cruise Control on your premium talk, news and sports radio station, Today 95.1 FM, right here in the Garden City of Port Harcourt. My name is Uzochukwu Uduma, and this is going to be an abridged version of the show because at 7:30, Maxwell will be here to pay some bills. You know, we have to pay some bills. But welcome this evening. This is Cruise Control on your premium talk, news and sports radio station, and we talk about young people. Basically, we talk about young people, how they share their ideas and showcase their uniqueness to the world. And due to the fact that this is going to be an abridged version of the show, we are going to end at 7:30 basically. So I'm going to go straight to the point, and then I am going to open up the phone lines for you to be part of the conversation. You can call when I'm going to open up the phone lines. You can call 0817 00 951 or 0810 9510 951, or you can send a text message or a WhatsApp message to 0701 933 9962. So what we are going to be discussing today is something very important, and it really concerns the young people, because some of the things we see around us now are being, let me say, the young people have done that or do these things. So I really want us to look at this particular thing about the young people. So when I come back, I'm going to open up the platform for you, and then we are going to discuss, because I want you to listen to whatever I have to say, and then I open up the phone lines, and then you are going to join the conversation. When I come back, we are going to continue with the conversation. Stay with us. All right, welcome back. Today, I'm going to tell you a story, and then from this particular story, we are going to coin out the topic of discourse for this evening. So, you know, there are some things that some young people do, and when you hear them, you begin to wonder. Now, this happened in a particular university. I do not want to talk about this university or mention the name of the university, but it happened in a university very close by. And this particular guy, I think he was done with school already. He was done with school already. And then he had a girlfriend. I think they were in the same department, right? So maybe he was that intelligent. So he came back to write a test for her. And in the process of writing that test, he was caught. Yeah, they caught him. Now, why I brought this story is because of the particular reason he gave for coming to write that test for his girlfriend in question. Now, while they were trying to interrogate him and all that, he said, "Please, sir, don't be offended." And I want to quote him now, because maybe he thought that the person that was interrogating him was a young guy. So he was like, "You're a guy like me now. I was just trying to impress my girlfriend. And that was why I came out to write this test for her." Now, he's put himself into trouble, because right now, I think he's in the police station, and they're making plans also to sue him and all that. But that's not it, basically. It is because of the word impress that he used. You want to impress someone, and you go extra mile. You don't even want to know if it is something that is going to take your life. You just go extra mile, and then that's that. And okay, this is where you are now because of the thing you've done, right? And you're having regret right now, but still trying to explain why you did it. It is because you wanted to impress your girlfriend in question. Now, I really want us to know what impressing someone is. You understand? Now, let me look at the word to impress someone. Impression right now. The word impression here, it comes in so many ways. Maybe when you feel admiration for something or someone because you think they are particularly good, or you find them very interesting, right? So maybe he wants his girlfriend in question to find him very interesting, or to see that he is that good that he can go extra miles for her, that he can do anything for her, right? You know, one of the things we hear from the young people these days is that whenever they want to go into any relationship with any girl, especially for the guys, you hear things like, "I'm going to give you the world. I'll go extra mile for you." Some of them even go to the extent of saying that they can die for their partners. So now he's in trouble now because he was going to impress his girlfriend. Now, some of the guys I've seen, young guys now in particular, because this is a show for young people, they went into internet fraud because they wanted to impress girls. They wanted to impress girls. That was why they went into doing internet fraud. Some of them went into stealing. Many of them, I'm very sure, they are going to go into kidnapping. I'm not talking about the ones I know right now. I'm talking about generally as young people, right? Some of them I want to do things just to make sure that they impress their partners or impress maybe the opposite gender. There was a time in this country where ritual was like the headline news almost every day. Ritual here and there. I think you'll remember the time that I think it was the sale of ladies' underwears, right? I think it was the panties or something. And it caused chaos in Nigeria. Someone will just meet you. Maybe you've hung your panties in your bathroom or outside or somewhere. Sometimes they even meet you and strip you of it and go to use it for something that we don't even know how it's going to be done, or just take you unawares. So now, when I open up the phone lines, I want to know why young people, because when I say I don't know, because I think they should be in the best position to explain to us. Or maybe if you're now an old person, when you were young, when you were trying to impress, can you tell us the reason why you tried impressing? Why do young people go into illegal activities just to impress people? And I'm being very particular about the guys right now, because it really happens when a guy is trying to impress a lady, right? Why does things like this happen? And also, as a young person, have you ever tried impressing someone before? Like, have you had it in mind? You just want to do this thing because you want to impress the person. If yes, I want you to share the story. You want to impress the person. That was why you did something. Why? Why did you do that? And what was your aim after impression? What next? What come next? After you've done the impression, after you've finished impressing, what do you do next? Was it something positive, or was it for something positive or for something negative? Sometimes when you go out, sometimes all work no play makes Jack a dull boy. Sometimes we go out, you see guys spending, small boys. Sometimes you wonder how they get all this money. Because I wonder how I'm going to have little money in my account and then I go spray it at maybe a club or a wedding or something, right? You see how they sit down, buy expensive drinks and all that just because they want to impress the ladies around them. So after you finish doing, after you finish impressing, what comes next? I'm really curious to know. So, if you've ever impressed someone, or you're having in mind right now to impress someone, I really want to know what you tend to achieve after you finish impressing the person. Is it because you want to get the person's heart? Is it because you want to make the person a part of you? Is it because you want the person to always give you respect? Is it because you want the person to see you as alpha? Is it because you want the person to be your subordinate? Because when you see some things that happen, you begin to wonder what the person really wants to gain. I tried as much as possible to be in contact of this particular guy that did this in this particular university. I found it very, very difficult, right? Because I wanted to speak with him directly. Since you wanted to impress your girlfriend by going to the extent of coming back to a university you've graduated from to write a test for her because you wanted to impress her, what then do you have in mind? What did you have in mind after you finish impressing? Do you want her to be someone too loyal to you, or you want her to see you as someone that can't be able to do anything for her? Right? So I want to open up the phone lines right now, because at 7:30 Maxwell will be in the building. I really want to open the phone lines right now, and I want to hear from you. If possible, the young people, call me. Tell me the reason why you feel young people impress. Call me. Tell me the reason why you want to impress people. Is it because of a positive gain? Is it also because of a negative gain? So I'm going to open up the phone lines right now, and I really want to hear from you. The phone lines to call. The phone lines are open now. You can call in 0817 00 951 or 0810 9510 951. I take it again. 0817 00 951 or 0810 9510 951. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening. Welcome. What's your name and where are you calling from?
My name is B.O.B.
B.O.B. Welcome, B.O.B.
I like this topic you are presenting.
All right. Thank you very much.
My problem is if the young people are listening because of there are a lot of fantasy in the heart of young men. Also driving with passion because of their exuberant youthful age. And I can see the reason why a man called Samson falls in the laps of a woman called Delilah. When the parents asked him, there's a language he uses, which is the same language you are expressing now, that she pleases me well. That Delilah pleases him well. So you could go any length to also please her too, like impressing her. That kind of letting the secret of between him and God out of the bag. You see, the heart of a man is just the wicked and deceitful. And if you can not tame your heart and control your heart, it will lead you to something you will regret. Like you're asking now, say, after impressing your girlfriend, what next? And the same reason I could see why a man called Abraham, instead of sending Isaac to go and look for a wife for himself, he sent his own servant, Eliezer, an old age man, to go and find a wife. Because if Isaac has gone to find a wife, he would have not picked Rebecca. Because he would like to impress the one that was leading to his eyes. And I think that our young men should let their parents know before they choose their spouse, because it's just Facebook, social media, a girlfriend, this thing, it's not helping this age at all. It's not helping. Because if she pleases you well, you saw her, maybe it's not may not be the thing you see tomorrow.
Yeah.
Maybe padded waist, maybe painted face or whatever. It may not be what you go to live with, but she pleases you, you go to please her too, and go in line. Okay, I'm talking to you now. Go to so many clubs, you see young men of 20, 18, shawarma, there are people who shawarma, all kinds of drink. Where they get the money from? From crime. Just to please a girlfriend, just to please friends, and after that they're empty. So it's vanity upon vanity. They need to be taught. I am of the opinion that not just university, there should be a school of moral character before you into relationship. I will teach people how to go into relationship. Your maturity age before you talk about girlfriend.
All right.
You're doing a good job.
All right.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, baby. Thank you very much. Wow. A very explanatory one. He did justice to whatever he had to say. And he said something. He hoped the young ones are listening. And I really want them to join the conversation this evening, because I really want to hear from them. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening. What's your name and where are you calling in from?
Yes, my name is Tony Oswald.
Tony?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Where are you calling from?
Yes, I'm calling from Ogbogoria.
All right, welcome.
Yes. You see, the word impression is not a bad thing. Depends on, how you did it. Is it a negative impression or the positive one? Like the story is here about the young man that went for his girlfriend to write a text for her just because he was intelligent, right? But he never thought of, he never weighed the implications. is it going to be, good for him or bad for him? You know, it's like pleasing somebody and displeasing yourself. That's what young people these days do. And this is the reason so many crimes are popping up these days. I want to impress my peer group. I want to impress my girlfriend. I want to impress, somebody. So they go all up to make sure business are done. They can go to rob, they can go to kill. But this is the negative aspect of impression. It is not too good. Like the caller that said there should be a school for all this to lecture. It's not now. Parents should listen to this. The children that are coming up now, because even the Bible says, train a child in the way he should go, so that when he grows up, he never depart from it. Why not start from the credit? Train your children. So many children, the parents just left them. They don't know their whereabouts. They don't know what they do. They travel out, and they begin to make friends. Friends that are inimical to their own, personality. They will mar their future. Yes, because when the child is grown up, there's little or nothing you can do about it. It's natural.
All right.
Because it's already used to that pattern of life. So, you bring them up when they are little, they are small, and you see that by the time they grow up, actually they will never depart from it. Because even if they want to get back, it will be an infinitesimal kind of bad you think of. So this is really, really bad, because I see so many children living around.
So I want to ask you, have you ever tried impressing someone before?
Yes, actually I did, but it is in the positive side. Like I'm an old man of 50.
Okay.
Yes, I did it, but just the positive side, because I know that okay, like in our days, you have 20 teams. But I don't go for every 20 teams just because others are going through it. I don't do that. I do, yes. I look at it and see if it will go well with me. Then I follow. I don't follow the crowd.
All right.
That is the problem these days.
All right.
They want to put the crowd. They want to follow. They want to make sure.
All right.
My friends see that yes, we can do this thing.
All right.
So that is the problem.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, a very, very valid point. He even dragged the parents again into it. And it simply means that you can, with what the last caller said, I think he's talking about or saying that you can also want to impress for a positive reason, right? I don't know if you heard that. Hello, good evening.
Hello, my name is Pastor Jonathan.
Pastor Jonathan,
hello.
Where are you calling from?
Yes, I'm coming from Bacana.
All right, go ahead.
Actually, I know I'm actually still a youth because I'm within a bracket of you according to the international youth age limit.
All right.
I'm just 54 anyway.
All right.
Yeah. Actually, what that boy, I don't know whether he was blinded by or to take that kind of risk. We all went through the university level, and we know what is there. You don't just go in to write exam for somebody because you will be risking your life. Actually, when I was between 18, secondary school, a girl, I was so bright, and a girl met me and was looking for me anyway, but I was running away from women. So the girl called me one evening, and I threw my friends, and I went. When I went, I discovered that the girl was looking for something for me. Oh, I locked the door and off the light. I had to start shouting. At the age of that 18, I had to start shouting, and she opened the door. She said she wanted me to help her in the exam because we actually went to write our final exam. So in the exam, she sat close to me. I told her that the only thing I can do for you is this to help you. Yeah, but anything that will indict me, I can't do it. So I was very vigilant and very careful. And that is the problem with our youth these days. Some of them, they are blinded by love. They just do things anyhow, and without taking note of the or what it will cause them, of the repercussion, or not knowing that they are indicting themselves. That is what the youth should learn. They should know that life is not just like that. They have to, even in school, they have to ensure that one of their major aims is to go there to read, not to start doing any other thing that will involve them in problem, and also start giving their parents hypertension. Thank you.
All right, are you there?
Yeah.
I want to ask you, do you agree that you can want to impress someone for a positive reason?
Yes. But yes, you can impress someone for a positive reason, and just to help, actually, just to help out. Probably, maybe the person is in trouble, and you want to help the person. There are many ways you can help somebody. It's not going in to do something that will indict you. You can probably, if it's trouble, you can look for a way to help her out by maybe probably going to the next authority and try to let them know. Maybe your friend she committed, and plead on her behalf. And then by that, so you can just help her out.
All right. Thank you very much, Pastor Jonathan.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right. Wonderful. Okay. You can join the conversation. You can call 0817 00 951 or 0810 951 951. Good evening to you. Welcome to the show. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you clear.
Yeah. Good evening. Welcome. What's your name and where are you calling from?
I'm Goswell. I'm calling from Port Harcourt.
All right. Welcome to the show.
Okay. You know, this word, impressing. I'm a victim of this word, impressing. Because of impressing someone, get myself into trouble. If not for God, I don't think I would be here. I would have been in prison if not for God. So I don't think impressing somebody, maybe because you want to show that person if someone loves you naturally. It's not because of what you want to do or because you want to impress that person.
To argue with you that if you are not able to show your capacity in some things, that you might not be able to get someone, maybe to even love you.
Okay. For example, the girls we have these days, if you like, do anything, heaven and earth for them. If they don't love you, they don't love you. They only get those things from you, and to you, she has accepted me, but you don't know she has done nothing, like she has accepted you one bit. Because the next thing is she has done her mind.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you said you're a victim. Can you share with us?
Okay, let me tell you how. Sometime last year, I because I wanted to impress a wife, a girl. I wanted to impress a girl. I went selling things I'm not supposed to sell. Things that almost got me arrested and imprisoned, if not for this, and things that were not mine. Things that were to impress someone, and in this sense, it got me arrested.
Wow.
And these things are things worth to a million naira, just to impress a lady that I love her. So you understand, that was interesting. Since then, I hate that word. I hate to impress anybody. I just want to be myself.
So, did you learn because maybe it didn't really go your way, or you learned because you didn't get what you wanted at the tail end?
No, I ended up with her. Actually, I ended up with her. That's why I'm not in any regret. I ended up with her, and but I learned not to impress any lady. And when she found out that it was interest, I impressed her by all those things I did. She was like, "Wow, it was me."
All right. All right. Thank you very much. Okay. I don't know why I'm laughing right now, but crazy things are happening. Yeah. He said she heard all the things he was trying to do to impress her, and then she accepted him. I asked him a question, but I think he didn't hear. I asked him if they're actually married now. All right. You can be a part of the conversation. Our time is fast spent already. When Maxwell comes into the building, I take my leave. So you can be a part of the conversation. 0817 00 951 or 0810 951 951. Remember, you can send a text or a WhatsApp message to 0701 933 9962. 0701 933 9962. In case you're just tuning in, we are talking about impression, the word impression. And I gave a story of a particular guy in a particular university that came back to the university to help his girlfriend write a test. And then after, or let me say, as the test was ongoing, he was caught. And then when they were trying to do some interrogation, he said he was trying to impress her. So we don't really know why he wanted to do that. I didn't really have the opportunity to ask him questions or to know why he did that. So I wanted to know why you think young people try to impress people these days. Good evening to you. Welcome to the show.
Good evening. My name is Franklin.
Franklin, welcome to the show. Oh, lost you there. You can call back. Thank you very much, Franklin. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening. What's your name and where are you calling in from?
Okay, yeah, my name is Soibi, calling from Eneka.
Soibi, welcome.
Yeah, thank you very much. This is actually my first time actually join your program.
Wow, thank you very much. And make sure you always join the program, and make sure you always listen to Today 95.1 FM, okay?
Yes.
All right, what do you have to say?
Okay, yeah, I would say the word impress. Actually, it's a 50-50 thing, though.
Okay.
Although, I won't say me, I love the word impress, but the guy went too far to doing that. If I love a guy, for instance, now, I don't expect you to impress me no matter what you want to do. It's not important. Your love alone, show me your love alone. I know that most ladies these days, they want a guy to impress them, but that's not right at all.
So, have a guy ever tried to impress you?
Yeah, a guy has done that.
Okay, and so at that point in time, did you feel that he was trying to do it to gain something negative or positive from you?
I saw it as a positive thing that I turned it down. I told him without have to go to this extent to impress me.
Okay. All right, so you as a lady, have you ever tried to impress someone?
No.
Because what?
I don't think it's necessary.
All right. All right. Thank you very much for calling, okay?
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Wow. She said that she told him that he doesn't really have to go to that extent to impress her. Wow. Okay. You can be a part of the conversation. Call the number 0817 00 951 or 0810 951 951. You can send a text message or a WhatsApp message to 0701 933 9960. Good evening to you. Welcome to the show.
My brother.
Hi.
There is something I want to add. I've called before. My name is Billy.
Okay, please make it snappy, please.
A lot of parents are victims of this impression.
Really, COVID-19. A parent, especially a little lady I know, husband has died. They have almost 7 children. And trying to push the daughter, telling her, don't come back to this house empty handed. because and saying that the girl is not working. If you are dating a man, date the person that can take you for shopping. Remember younger ones. So, and the young girl will make sure you push the young man to bring something that will impress the mother as a in-law or 2P. So the young man will go into crime. Even if mean robbing or kidnapping. So I can take the girl for shopping. And the girl will bring things home for suppose mother-in-law. So a lot of parents are victims of pushing young men to time to impress them. Like a woman telling her daughter, go and buy your own clothes. Go and buy your own cream. Don't touch my own. And the person of the age is still in school. You're not working. What are you telling her? So this impression of a thing is the tentacle that enemy uses to grab the heart of these young men into crime. Press a mother-in-law, or the parents of the girl. And like now, you're not working. Then you buy ice cream, buy sugar, and take to the mother. And so that the woman can see. You know, let parents ask you this. Where are you working? Parents will ask this girl, and you say, where you are. Where are you working? Which one do you do? So,
hello?
Yeah, so where are you getting this thing from?
All right, thank you. He keeps bringing in the parents. I know the angle he's going to, but I saw a post recently, and that post, it says that if you're being exposed to some extent, then some kind of things that doesn't really matter is not going to did you use the word impressed there? I think it was impressed they use. If you're not exposed, and if you're exposed, some certain things cannot impress you, right? Some things some people do to think to impress you, it might not impress you. Let me give for example. Before I entered into the university back then, my dad had a poultry. He raised chicken, had a fish farm and all that, right? So the thing was, I was used to eating chicken. I ate chicken. Sometimes I was even tired of it. Sometimes when I see it in my food, I hide it somewhere, or I go to throw it away. You understand? I was just tired of it, but I couldn't tell them that I was tired, right? I just had to remove it and throw it away because I was tired of eating meat. Do you understand? So when I got into the university, I discovered that chicken was a big thing for people. Chicken this, chicken. I would be like, what's wrong with these people? How come just chicken? Do you understand? So at that point, if maybe I were to be a lady and a guy is buying me chicken to impress me, wow, well, it wouldn't be anything to me, right? Because I've been seeing it from home, right? If I were to be in a particular home where our parents sometimes take us out to some of these eateries, some of these pleasure centers, and we go there, have fun, and come back. If someone is trying to use that particular thing to impress you, it doesn't really matter to you, right? So I think bringing the parents to is another point we have to look into. In case you're just tuning in, this is Today 95.1 FM, right here in the Garden City of Port Harcourt. You're listening to the voice of Uzochukwu Uduma, and we've been talking about impression. Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Can you hear me? Good evening.
Yes, I can hear you. It's loud and clear. This is Daniel's call. I call you back.
Okay.
Yes, you just talked about how you
all right, make it snappy. Make it snappy.
You're read up. Yes. You just give an example. One aspect of an example.
Okay.
What if they break other aspects? There you are not exposed. That's the problem. Everybody cannot be exposed all through.
Okay.
So, but it's strictly number one. Number two, you just have to be brought up in
all right. I think I have to let you go now. Maxwell's already in the building. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, try as much as possible to tune in again next week, Sunday at 7 p.m. I'll be here, and then we are going to talk about something very impressive too. I'm going to impress you. Thank you very much. My name is Uzochukwu Uduma, and you can join me on all social media platforms. Good evening to you.
Talk radio.
I listen to a lot of talk radio.
95.1 FM.
Welcome on board once again. Apologies. Last week, Fertility 101 didn't hold, so let me apologize first. All right, thank you for joining us. This program is sponsored by Sheltered IVF and Fertility Center here in the city of Port Harcourt. Just to let you know that the seminar will be coming up in August. Yes, I need to remind you. So you need to get ready, okay? If you go to my Facebook, Lucky Maxwell Unna, you will see a design there. Feel free to react. Feel free to reserve your seat, okay? So the seminar will be coming up in August. Let's see if we'll have small break, so we won't have this up and down rain. You know, it rained a little bit here in Port Harcourt today. So in August, that seminar will be coming up. Fertility 101 seminar will be coming up, so you can see Dr. Dolakwa live. You can also see me live. And today we'll be looking at causes of infertility. You might not know, or you'll hear something you've never heard before. Dr. Dolakwa, thank you for joining us. Welcome.
Thank you very much. Good evening, and welcome to Fertility 101. Today we are looking at infertility generally. What are the causes of infertility? But we need to define infertility first. And infertility is said to have occurred when a woman that is meeting her husband regularly or her partner regularly has not been able to achieve pregnancy after 12 months of meeting the husband, okay, or the partner. Now, infertility is becoming an epidemic, okay? There is hardly anybody, any person that doesn't know a neighbor, a sister, okay, an auntie, you know, a friend, you know, a relative that infertility does not affect. Okay? All of us, we have people that we know. We have friends, relatives, neighbors, aunties, you know, sisters, you know, that are battling
with infertility.
Infertility. So infertility is so common that general gynecological clinics now dedicate a special clinic for, I don't want to call it infertility, for fertility. Okay? And but we must look at the socio-cultural aspect of infertility. More often than not, the issue of infertility is blamed on the woman. The issue of infertility is blamed on the woman, and it shouldn't be so. It takes two to tango, and when you look at research findings and happenings and, you know, events in the fertility hospitals, you also know that indeed it takes two to tango, because many times the cause is also found in the man. Okay? As a matter of fact, infertility as a result of a problem in the man is becoming more common than infertility as a result of a problem in the woman. You know, the mostly quoted, you know, figures, 33% of the time, 30 to 33% of the time, the cause is found in the woman. 30 to 33% of the time, the cause is found in the man. And 30 to 33% of the time, the cause is found in both the man and the woman. And sometimes the cause is not found at all. So, but I can assure you from findings in many fertility centers, the cause in the woman, the cause in the man is even more common now. It's getting commoner than the cause in women. So, I hope the men will now come and say that. Is he not supporting us again? Okay.
No, but Doc, you're stating the obvious now.
Still on your side. But what are the causes of infertility? Okay? The causes of infertility in the woman are related to anovulation, that's lack of release of the egg, related to tube problems, related to problems of the womb, related to hormones, and in the man is related to semen production and the pipe that carries semen from the testes to the outside, passing through the epididymis and the urethra and like that until it gets out. So, so what are the causes of infertility in the man? You can have anovulatory infertility in the woman, in which case you have the woman not ovulating. Okay? The commonest cause of anovulation in women is polycystic ovarian disease. Okay? In polycystic ovarian disease, there is a tendency towards overproduction of male hormones. And these male hormones create an environment for the abnormal development of the follicles, okay? And eventually what you have is irregular maturation and release of egg, okay? You have many follicles developing in the ovary, but they never reach maturity. And of course, ovulation doesn't occur. So, anovulation is commonly caused by polycystic ovarian syndrome. Okay, you can also have other hormonal problems like thyroid disease, hyperprolactinemia, okay, as causes of anovulation.